everyone. Thank you for joining us on the Zoom today. Super excited. My name is Michelle from a small town in Toronto, just east of Toronto in Ajax. And this is my isolation team right here, my partner Crab and my two little nuggets. And yeah, so I'm really excited today to share our journey, which started about 7 years ago. And at the time, my daughter was just a year and a half. So I was a brand new mom and staying from home, which was awesome. But at the same time, my husband actually started his own traditional business, and it was in a really small trade. So with most businesses, small businesses, it takes some time to build that foundation. So, I we had to find ways to supplement that income in between. And you know what, with my daughter being at such a young age and me being home for that amount of time, it was really hard to kind of have to transition away from that, and then having to go and look for a job, just knowing in mind that I would have to leave her. So I went out there and started to apply for different positions, and looking at the pay and the salary, if it what we were going to bring home. But at the same time, I didn't realize that the amount for childcare was so much. And to be honest, I was just looking at the amount that I would earn with all these potential jobs and the amount of money that I would have to pay someone to watch my daughter, so that I could go out and leave someone, so I could make some money to pay someone to watch my daughter. It didn't make any sense to me. And my biggest why at the time was that, I just wanted to be home with her. I didn't want anyone else to take care of her. I didn't want to miss out on anything, because time with your family is everything. And we're realizing that now more than ever in the days that are happening right now. So that was my biggest thing. And so this opportunity, it really couldn't have come at a better time. One of my really good friends, she introduced me to this opportunity. And not only that, it's been a life-changing experience, because it opened so many avenues in terms of having a plan for us to put in place so that I could stay home, but a plan in place so that we could create a future for our family. Because I didn't want my husband to be working forever. So this is our plan to retire him as well. And in that amount of time that we were building this, I've learned so much about this industry, health and wellness industry, which we're going to talk about. So across the board, I mean, we have more energy, we're more youthful, we've got not just time with our family, but we've got the time to enjoy each other and feel good. So that's really important. So I'm excited about this company. We're called Zija-Isagenix right now. One of the most exciting merges we've had, because we've partnered up with an amazing giant in the industry. So guys, the world is changing. Like I said, like completely overnight, I think our world has gone upside down. But you know what? As time has gone by, our world has already been rapidly changing. And the things we do, the way we do things, the way we communicate. So, we have to adapt with those changes. Otherwise, we really do get left behind. And, with the economy right now, as we can see what's happening right now, we're all impacted, everybody. And this is why it's important to be able to adapt those changes. But like I said, it's important to have a plan in place. So, we see statistics every day. Guys, in March, alone in Canada, over 1 million people lost their jobs. So I don't know what the stats are now. But, this is crazy, right? But this is reality right now. So we see the news every day. Things, we are having to adapt to that. And, we're scared. Everybody's scared with their financial situation. But I think more than ever now, everybody is so concerned about their health. Everybody, our parents and, our children, we're just, and this is the thing about it. As I said, statistics are changing every day. But you know what? I want to go back on and just draw back a little bit from what we're facing right now, this pandemic, is because the reality is that our health and wellness has already been attacked for so long. And, we can't control what's happening today. This virus, we don't have a cure or anything like that. We can't do anything about that right now. And we just have to have a plan in place to have the best defense for ourselves. But guys, there's something that we can do about this. 6 of the top 10 causes of death that we face now are directly linked to diet. So you let me know, is that something we can control? Yes or yes, right? We can control that, right? We can't do anything about this, what's happening today, but we can control our diet. Um, you know, 70% of our world's population is at least on one prescription medication. Can we control that? Yes or yes? I believe we can, right? And two-third of the world's population is overweight. Again, can we control that? I believe we can, right? So these are things that we all have control. This is a statistic that we can control. So we're not here, guys. This company is not here to cure, heal, or mitigate anything, but we're just here to share and provide tools with you guys, an option or a plan, a plan in place so that you guys have the best tools to support yourselves and your families going forward. So guys, what we have to share here is not man-made. That's what I love about it. It's something that's already been, it's something that's already been a part of our, a part of our existence. And we haven't, just science has in the last few years taken notice of this, and it's something that's God made, And guys, if you have Google or Alexa somewhere in the house, do me a favor if you have some time today, ask, when you do set that timer for your cooking, ask Alexa, what is the most nutritious plant in the world? So guys, this is not coming from us. This is amazing. And all the incredible studies and just taking a look at what it does, guys. I don't have any background in health or anything, but I can tell you when it comes to antioxidants, it says here it has 46 antioxidants. Antioxidants, play such a big role in our lives now. We are so exposed and so stressed, and all those times that we have stress, it puts us in a vulnerable position to be, for our immune system to be compromised. So it's linked to so many diseases, so many illnesses. So guys, all the stresses we're going through now today, it's really important that we have the tools to support that. Anti-inflammatories. I come from, a Filipino background, and a lot of my relatives, they complain about joint pain. And, as we get older, it doesn't have to be the case because, guys, like I said, we do have control over so many of these health issues that most of us are facing today. Our omegas, omega-3, 6, and 9, I don't even know what they all do, but I know that you have to buy multiple different supplements just to get all of that. And, as we go on the list here, all that stands out to me right now is this word essential. 20 amino acids, 9 essential amino acids. I don't, like I said, I don't have a health background in anything, but if something tells me it's essential, that means our bodies need it. That means our kids need it, our parents need it, so this is why, again, it's important to have the tools to give your bodies that defense for whatever it is going to go through, all the stress. So guys, this is our flagship product with Zija. We're not just we're a one-stop shop for everything. And like I said, we've partnered up with one of the biggest giants in the industry. So guys, we've got something for everyone, solutions for everybody. And what I love about this company is just not a weight loss company. We're in weight wellness, and the transformations are incredible. Transformations not because we want to look good, but we want to feel good, right? So we're going to share some testimonials with you later, people who have lost amazing weight. For me personally, I'm trying to gain weight, so this has supported that. Many athletes, performance, top athletic people in the athletic field, I can attest to some of that because some people, they really, really look into, bodybuilding, but nobody looks into the ingredients. So we've got stuff that's clean, safe for everybody, our vitality, our well-being. We're in that industry too of essential oils. And guys, essential oils, I mean, this is a company that stands on its own. You know, in our household alone, we have replaced all household cleaning products with essential oils. Over-the-counter products, you know, essential oils. You got tummy aches, essential oils. um, so again, it's just all going back to nature, you know, and we've got a category here that's also large in the industry, our personal care and beauty. You know, the largest organ is actually our skin. So be mindful of what you're putting on your skin as well. And again, financial wellness, guys. We are in an industry now that, as one of our colleagues here, Lorelai, you guys are going to hear from her later, but we're almost in a recession-proof type industry, because not only are we getting healthier, but we're also helping people make an income by helping other people get healthier. It just makes sense. So we're just going to go over a few of the products. As I've mentioned, we're also partnered up with another company as well. And the reason why we are is because they totally align with everything that we've already been doing. You know, we've got the tools in place here to support you know, stubborn fat, boosting our metabolism, detoxifying. If anybody's trying to lose weight and you're having some experiences of delays of that, you know, it's important to cleanse, get rid of the junk, right? And put in the good stuff. So our shakes, and guys, shakes are phenomenal. These complete meal replacement shakes are delicious. You know, we've got whey-based options, and we also have plant-based options. But what I really like about them is that they promote weight loss and they help you build muscles too. So, man, we've got a lot of testimonials like every single day, and it's just, you just never get tired of seeing them. You know, so we've got to incorporate, again, those fighting tools that affects all this, you know, that affects our bodies, getting rid of the negative effects of stress. And guys, this Ionix here, it's also a powdered, it's also in a powdered form, and it tastes just like, you know, a fruity tonic, and helps you, gives you more clarity, focus, and it just normalizes your body's systems. So in addition to moringa, if you're looking for more nutritional support, we also have our complete essential capsules, and these will give you more vitamins like vitamin C, turmeric, and it's just a way to increase your muscle function, your immune function, and providing healthy skin. So, you know, let's keep utilizing what we can. And, you know, there's so many ways that we could stay younger, but also to fight off the effects of stress. And it's just all about having high quality nutrition in place. Guys, you know what? This is amazing here, because this company is really backed not just on our word, but also backed by science. You know, Isagenix, or their products here, is backed by clinical trials. So, you know, an average of the person actually loses, they say, an average of 24 pounds in a span of 12 weeks. Like, that's crazy, guys. And this system is so easy and it's enjoyable. You know, with so many people just using the program alone, you're losing twice as much visceral fat. And this is the stuff that's the hardest to get rid of around the tummy. So we're going to share a few testimonials here. This is our team dad. His name is Bob, out in Vernon, British Columbia. And just look at that. I mean, pictures paint 1,000 words. And, you know, he went from, you know, from on the left side here in just 8 weeks. And all he did was replace 2 meals, just 2 meals a day, whatever flavor you want. We've got chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. You know, if you want to feel like it's your birthday every day, we've got the birthday cake shake as well. So it's so much fun and so easy to do. And testimonials, like I said, we're getting them by, you know, hundreds and thousands every single week. And, you know, you really can't put a price on that. So I'm going to bring up somebody right now who's very special on our team, very special to me personally as well. He's like my big brother. I met Tony about a few years ago, but I'm going to let him share his story. And as you can see his transformation here, you know, he's just looking younger and younger every day, Tony. So yeah, Tony, if you can hear me, just let me know and, you know, just share your story with us. Thank you for joining us today.
So everybody can hear me, right? Want to make
Yeah,
sure.
I can hear you.
Yeah, um my connection with Z just started with me sitting in a car, and my girlfriend at the time, who became my wife, Brenda, uh, came by and said, "There's a meeting going on, and would you like to join it?" Because she was getting some papers done. Uh, so I said, "Sure. What is it about?" And she goes, "Oh, it's some type of business, and it's malunggay." So I said, "Okay, sure. You know, always interested." So I ended up joining the meeting, and I was introduced to Michelle. That was the first time we ever met, and I watched the meeting. Was very interested. Learned about a lot about the Moringa oleifera from Zija, and I could really kick myself because at that time financially I was a little tight. So I had to tell Michelle, you know, I'm interested. I'm really interested because my parents were getting older. My dad was on dialysis and everything else, but I had to put it off. And but Michelle stayed in touch. We agreed. She stayed in touch with me, let me know when when they were having meetings, to give me some more information. It took about 6 months before I decided, okay, I'm gonna be going to the Philippines. I'll try it. So I ended up joining the company. Uh, I bought some products, and I figured, okay, I have 30 days to try it in the Philippines, and I had also bought extra because I wanted to introduce it to my relatives in the Philippines. That whole time I was there, first day, I was sitting in my aunt's living room. Actually, no, kitchen, getting ready for breakfast. And my aunt saw me mixing the moringa oleifera. So she goes, "Oh, what is that?" And I told her about it. 46 antioxidants, 32 anti-inflammatories or whatever. And she goes, "Oh, does it taste good?" I said, "Yeah, here. Why don't you try half of it?" So I gave her half, and I ended up sharing my half my bottle with her for the next 30 days. Now, I mean, I believed in the product, but it really surprised me. On the eighth day, she came down for breakfast and she was shaking her arm like this. And I was like, she goes, "Oh, uh, that product of yours really works." And I was like, "Oh, what's wrong?" She's like, "I have arthritis on my arm." And she goes, it's been like that for the past year. Jason had tried every medication he knew. And she goes, nothing worked. Her son's a doctor, tried everything. And she goes, "But that juice of yours really works." I said, "How do you know none of the medications work, but this one did?" She goes, "I stopped taking the medication 6 months ago." And she goes, "That's the only thing I tried was that juice of yours." So within 8 days, severe arthritis in her arm where she actually had a pillow because of the pain disappeared. And I was like, wow, if this is really that good, we really have something in our hands, a great tool. And you can see by my pictures, the ones that Michelle had uh, posted. My wife actually jokes that you know I keep getting younger and younger, but that's all it is. It's just and I never went. I used to go on a diet. I used to go on a diet trying to lose the weight. As you can see, I was 189 pounds, about 189, and I'd lose 10, 20 pounds, gain it back plus extra. I'd lose it again, gain it back. With with uh, with the Moringa oleifera, I haven't. It's been 7 years, and the most I've gained is probably 5 pounds. 5 pounds, and then I would lose it. I'd have my little binge or whatever. Stop. Yeah, I can actually uh, polish off a bag of potato chips watching a movie by myself. So that's a little sort of like little treat that I give to myself. And I just eat normally. I just eat normally. I'm not going on a major diet because diets don't work. As soon as you get off the diet, you gain it back. With this, I drink it first thing in the morning. I'm good to go the whole day. Or what I'll do is I'll take the XM Plus, and I've got extra energy. I've got a 3-year-old son. First thing in the morning, before he takes anything, before he drinks any milk or anything else as his breakfast, I make sure that's the first thing he gets. He gets about a quarter of the bottle, and he's good to go for the whole day. To the point where sometimes we're wondering, it's like, well, maybe we're giving him too much because he's got so much energy. Now, with Michelle, like I said, I could kick myself because the whole time I was in the Philippines, and remember, she introduced me 6 months before that. At the time she had introduced it to me, she had about 3 people that she'd help join the company and try to get help. By the time I came back from the Philippines, I believe she had about close to about 700. And it was because of how good the product. And with us joining forces with Isagenix, the big company in this industry, and what their mission is to become the best and most trusted health and wellness company in the world. That says something. Along with Dr. Joshua Plant, I mean, what do you have to think of, right? We all know how Dr. Joshua Plant is. His integrity, the company's integrity, what their mission is, and what I always say when I introduce this product to other people is, how can you feel bad about trying to get somebody else, right? We're trying to help people, and the company's paying us for that. I've got so many people interested in the new products that are coming out that they're just lining up. They're just waiting, you know? I mean, we have other products. There are other ways to get other people in. We've got beauty, we've got wellness, we've got the CBD. In the US, they've got the oils. We're going to have the CBD here, hopefully soon, the patch. And I mean, it's time to come in. You know, product speak for itself. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you, Tony. And that was really good to hear from you. And I'm so proud of your transformation, not just physically, but we've all grown together so much. And like, thank you for trusting. Thank you for taking that leap of faith. And we're here, like you said, we're on a mission to change many more lives. So thank you so much, Tony. We hope to hear more from you. So now I'm gonna actually bring on, one of my favorite people as well. And this is somebody who I learned so much from every single day. And, somebody whose leadership is just unmatched. Like, she's there for everybody. And, the support, I think that, you could say, I always call her the rock. She's our rock. And so yeah, I want to share and introduce to you guys Lorelai, all the way from she's from British Columbia, from Vancouver, or Coquitlam in British Columbia. So I want her to share her amazing story, and she's going to share with you guys how you can get started, how you can incorporate these tools, or even this opportunity to change your lives as well. So thank you, Tony, and welcome, Lorelai.
Thanks, Michelle, and thanks again, Tony. Your guys' stories are amazing. You guys continue to inspire me, and just the caliber of people that we get to meet that are totally heart-centered and just have that passion for helping people is makes this whole thing worthwhile. Just the complete association with people that are on the same journey as you, but also believe the same things that you believe. So I thank you guys for, filling out the mission. You've got people lining up, we've got people lining up, and it's a really exciting time for us right now. Even in the midst of a global pandemic and a global economic crisis. And you guys have said so many good things, and it's exactly that, is that the products do speak for themselves. And when you have products that work, the business will work too. And can that help you right now? Totally. And what Michelle was explaining at the beginning, it's like, this is just an opportunity for you to be able to control the controllables in your life at a time that's the most uncertain. And if you can provide that solution to somebody else, then we're doing our part as a community, right? So when I got started in the industry and with this company, it was 7 years ago. Hard to believe, 7 years ago. Before then, I used to work in the film industry. So I had a pretty busy career in the film industry and arts and entertainment, ran a dance company in the evenings and the weekends. So between those two things, I was basically working like 80 hours a week. I faced a financial adversity for myself or my family in 2013 when I wanted to return to work right after having a baby, only to find out that my job had been given away to the mat leave replacement. So I mean, like when Michelle's story speaks to moms, yeah, we don't want to be working jobs that more than half of our paychecks end up going to daycare. Right. And for myself, I was a contractor. I literally had no recourse. I didn't have any benefits. And when I lost my job, I just lost it. And so I didn't have a backup plan. And at the same time, I felt, okay, this is a blessing. Adversities come for you as a catalyst for change. And, so I thought, okay, what can I do? And so luckily I had a friend, that I trusted and that was making good income in this industry. And she had no background prior to getting started. So I thought, what, if she could do it, I could do it too. And all I did was said, show me what you did. And she was able to build a huge team, just like Michelle was, just leveraging awesome products and using the support of leadership around her. So I aligned myself with them. And in a very short amount of time from day one, I was full-time in this company and I just was, gung-ho, ready to go. But then in the first day of trying these products, I noticed, hey man, this is the real deal. I stopped drinking coffee. I stopped being addicted to sugar. I started noticing weight loss in the first 7 days to the 3-month mark where I lost 23 pounds, the fastest, the easiest, the most permanent weight loss I've ever experienced in my life. Being someone that's yo-yoed with weight, just like Tony, and a lot of us throughout my youth, just constantly up and down, up and down, up and down. And I've been able to maintain this weight loss for the most part. And I actually have another testimonial that I've been able to grow with the amazing products that we have now too at our disposal. But it's just like that. If something amazing happens for you, if you love these products, it's no different than, if you go into a restaurant and you love the restaurant, or, you're really happy with a haircut, you're going to recommend the hairdresser, you're going to recommend the restaurant, you're going to recommend the mechanic, and it's always with the closest people to you. So my husband, he suffered from gout and was continuously becoming overweight despite having a very, very active career as a letter carrier. He's been a letter carrier for 15 years, walking 20 kilometers a day, still starting to get sick and at risk for heart disease, borderline diabetic and all that. He loses 45 pounds in 3 months. And guess what happens? Those two stories between the two of us getting in the best health and shape of our lives create the leverage. And all we do is really share our stories and make an income, helping people create their own testimonials. So now we're able to do that with Isagenix products. And this is me. Of course, I've taken moringa and plant-based products every day for the last 7 years, but I could not, after the second baby, after the second C-section, I was having a really hard time using the tools that I had and the resources that I had to get rid of this area of my midsection, the visceral fat. And that's what our products did for me. I was able to lose 8.5 pounds in less than about 8 days. I lost 1 inch off my waist. I had really good energy levels, which surprised me. And I was like, wow, I'm feeling really good. And this is happening at the same time. I'm still sleeping better and I'm still able to eat food. And so what I like is that what this offers you is a lifestyle that allows you to adapt. And, you know, and it also it grows with you over time, but it changes your relationship with food, which is the most important thing for anybody that struggled with weight, is that you need to change that relationship with food. And these products completely help you do that. And so we've got the first step in your journey is to get started with any products. Of course, you can buy products individually. They're amazing. They're meant to work best as part of systems. So we have plant-based solution bundles that are targeted towards your pain point. Right now, there's an amazing sale, about 25% off, but more, right? You're gonna save probably over $100 per package because there's already jam-packed worth of savings in there. Right now, this is probably one of the more popular plant-based solution bundles, having, you know, a month's supply of the moringa and some other plant-based items that can boost your immune system through gut health. And then we've got the Isagenix proven weight loss systems. Michelle did an awesome job of explaining what all these products do. So essentially what you would be choosing is just a pack based on your budget and maybe your health goals too. So this is the good pack, basic pack, very popular, probably the most popular. It's $2.99. The better pack is the premium pack. It's $4.40. The value pack is $6.50, and it's exactly that, the best value. You're replacing 56 meals with all of these kits. You pick any of these kits, you're replacing 56 meals. So think about this. You're not even above and beyond spending. You're not excess spending on what you, above and beyond what you normally spend. You're just taking a part of your food budget and moving it over to here. And of course, it's going to do a lot more for you. And if you get the value pack, there's a lot of add-ons like this free blender, a lot of other yummy support items like healthy chocolate and other adaptogenic botanical supplements that help fight stressors and build your DNA and your telomeres and all of that. And of course, it's going to help you either lose weight, gain weight, if you need it, to detox, cleanse, and also I can't remember what the last one was. Anyways, there's no membership fee for customers. You can upgrade to be a distributor anytime if you want to share it and make an income. Right now is the best time to do it, not just because of the economy that we're in right now, but you can create your own economy, you guys. Earn over $4,100 US in bonuses right now using our system, a simple system for sharing it with people. And it's literally you share, they share, repeat. Supposing you get started with any of those packages and you share it with 2 people, maybe you know someone, you have a couple of friends that would want to lose weight with you, or you could just think, who do you know, suffers with some health issues, or, needs more energy, wants to cleanse, lose weight, or wants to make an extra, $500 from home, wants to make an extra $5,000 from home. This is the way you would get started. You start, share it with 2. In this scenario, you're already making what's called product introduction bonuses. Anytime you introduce it to someone, the company is going to pay you for doing that, just as a thank you for sharing it with someone that they couldn't normally get to unless it were for you. So the thing that we do is we help those people find their 2 people. And of course, it can start with smaller kits or the bigger kits. You'll get paid accordingly. But in this scenario, you sharing it with 2 that help share it with 2, you can make anywhere from $650 to $950. And this is just you sharing with 2. This is a team of 6. This is very, very simple to do. And imagine now that they've been able to be introduced to the whole gambit catalog, foundation of all the amazing plant-based products and, health and wellness products, skincare products that we have. You can literally be shopping from yourself, your own website. And imagine you've got tons of people just getting healthy and feeling more vital and just allowing their bodies to thrive. This is what in turn will earn you a residual income, just pennies, dollars, residuals of everybody just purchasing, buying, sharing, and consuming a little bit, right? And this is how it grows exponentially. And this is how Robert Kiyosaki says that we can create a business that can give us leverage, which is something that 95% of the people in this population do not have. He wrote, if you guys are familiar with him, he's one of the most the most famous best-selling authors of all time with regards to financial literacy. And he says that he created this cash flow quadrant, saying that there's 4 ways to produce income. In the E and the S quadrants, being an employee or a self-employed, you are literally trading time for money. As an employee, you have a boss and you pay the most in taxes, you work the hardest. As self-employed, you're doctors, dentists, dance teachers, accountants, and a lot of small business owners with restaurants. They own their job. They're basically their own boss. and their businesses, they go here, they go into this quadrant in hopes of getting more leverage. But really what happens is that the business or the job ends up owning them. Their business isn't running without them. So therefore they're still trading time for money. So there's nothing good or bad about any of these quadrants, but there's one thing for sure that a lot of financial thought leaders say is that the key to wealth is to learn how to make money while you sleep. And this is what you can do by transitioning from the E and the S quadrants over to the B and the I quadrants. Although a lot of people want to be investors, you need to know what you're doing, and you need a lot of capital to start up. But this is where everybody wants to be, of course, right? You got your money working for you, and that's the way it's meant to be. Have your money working for you, not you working for money. But here, as a business owner, and that qualifies as having 500 or more employees as a big, CEO, or in our case, 500 or more business owners. Like Tony said, in what was it, a month's time, Michelle had 700 people in her organization. And Michelle was able to build that from home part-time in the windows of her day, being a mom, a stay-at-home mom, and didn't have to, and created the leverage that she needed, just simply sharing it with people and helping them share it with other people. And this system operates on the franchise system. It's basically you're implementing a proven system that's allowing that exponential growth to take over, much like franchises do. So instead of the Starbucks, the owner of Starbucks sitting behind a counter serving coffees, he's not doing that. He's somewhere collecting checks every single time, a coffee or a Americano or whatever is sold. So that's what you want to do. You want to be able to move from that, from this the trading time for money mind frame to a personal franchise type of mind frame, where you get to be you get to have 1% of the effort of 100 men rather than the 100% of my own effort. And that's what this is. We call money making a team sport. And at the same time, we're not about just making money. Like Tony mentioned before, we're about creating impact, right? And so that's what we're doing here. And our vision is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain. And in the process, create the most trusted and respected health and wellness company in the world. And we're doing exactly that, you guys. So with that said, I highly recommend that you get back to the person that introduced this video to you, or that shared this with you. Let them know what you liked best, get your questions answered, but definitely get started for your own reasons and grab a spot on this team that is just growing like wildfire, because we know we have solutions for every single person out there and everybody needs it. So thanks everybody. Please unmute your lines and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Michelle, Tony, and Lai. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Michelle, that's awesome as always. We'll see you guys next time.
Hang on, I'm stopping the share. I'm going to stop the recording.
I'll see you, Celeste, on